At Ironman 4x4, we are loving the new MV Triton. Mitsubishi have really picked up their game with this one. An all-new vehicle from the ground up. They've got a bigger chassis, more room and comfort for the passengers inside and a bigger tub. Of course, that's all supported by the new 2.4-litre bi-turbo engine. This thing has been a real shock surprise for us in regards to just how much it has improved over the outgoing model. As soon as we had the ability to grab this vehicle, we did. We got our 3D scanners out and we went to town. We started all of our CAD designing for everything from our bull bars through to our canopies to make sure that we had a full establishment of accessories for you in the market for the new Triton. We do all of our design and development from the ground up in our head office in Melbourne, HQ, everything down to some bull bar crash testing. We have built our own crash test rig at our facility in Melbourne, and we ensure that every one of our bars well and surely surpasses our strict industry standards. Starting with our bull bars, we have 4 designs. Probably one of the favourites is the new Raid design. Really well integrates with the vehicle, a modern look, all the features that you would expect, just without the hoops. A really stylish piece of kit. Then, of course, with our triple hoop designs, we have 3 of those, starting with our commercial bull bar. The commercial bar includes all the safety features that we have throughout the range, just at a cheaper entry-level price, great for fleets and those that are a little bit more budget conscious. Then we move into our deluxe bar, which includes things like LED driving lights, all the way up to what we have in front of us today, which is our brand new Apex bull bar. The Apex bar is a modern twist on the outgoing premium bar that we had in our range, featuring the 60.3mm tubing. We've got these new integrated pod light options here. So what we can do is we can fill up anything up to 6 cube lights across the front here, turn park indicators, fog lights, driving lights, you name it, we can do it. All Ironman bars are compatible up with a 12,000-pound winch. So of course, making sure that you can actually get a winch in there that is properly spec'd for the weight of your vehicle is imperative when choosing a winch. So up to 12,000 pounds synthetic or wire, which is fantastic. Incorporated in these Apex bars is in fact 2 rated recovery points. So absolute inclusions, 2 rated recovery points, both to 5 tonne each. 16mm radius edges, perfect for putting soft shackles on. In between those 2 recovery points, you'll see a really solid 4mm skid plate. So no longer just a small stone deflector. These Apex bars come with a really solid skid plate for the ultimate protection at the front of your car. There's also a huge amount of airflow going on through here to make sure that your intercooler and radiators and everything else get the maximum amount of cooling efficiency. So an absolutely stand-up bar. Now, one thing to be said about the Triton is they have absolutely not skimped on driver safety, including front cross-traffic radar sensors. So one thing we had to do as soon as we found out about that here in Australia is making sure that we had a bar that was compatible with cross-traffic radar sensors. So rest assured that absolutely every Ironman bull bar has cross-traffic radar sensors. We've got parking sensors, of course your front radar and your camera compatibility all built into our bull bars to ensure that there's absolutely no compromise on driver safety. Taking it on from the bull bars, we'll start working down the car. This DSR comes with factory flares, but we do in fact have a set of flares that are available to be put on to some of the lower spec models when you want to pull out the side of your vehicle to be able to compensate for maybe some larger offset tyres and the likes. We always get asked once we release videos like this, what are we running tyre size? So one thing we've been able to achieve by going to the 2-inch lift is of course a greater rolling diameter tyre. We are running a 265/70/17. That's probably about as big as we're going to put onto the Triton, but really has improved it. We're running the Cooper rugged terrains on this particular vehicle, and they've been fantastic, along with some race line rims. Talking suspension, this vehicle we've got rolling on our Foam Cell Pros, but as you would expect in the Ironman range, we also have our Nitro Gas, our Foam Cell, and our Foam Cell Pro offering, all with a genuine 2-inch lift front and rear. Have to say, having spent a little bit of time in this car now, a 2-inch lift is going to be absolutely imperative if you're going to be coming out and exploring the tracks like we have. Talking through our suspension kits, we have a range of different springs from front to rear to make sure we get your vehicle handling just right, carrying the load, and very customised to the way your vehicle's set up. On top of that, we also have a range of different valving options, especially at the rear, so we can set the back of your car up to be just the way you like it. Our Foam Cell Pro in the strut here are actually an adjustable collar, which allows us to really set that seat height perfectly to make sure you get your 2 inches of lift, no matter how you've got the front of your vehicle set up. Perched on top of the bull bar here, we have our Ironman scope driving lights, available in 5, 7 and 9 inch. These are our 7s in spot and a combo beam there. Put out fantastic light while driving down the road. If you're heading off-road, a good set of steel side steps is a worthy investment. These things are absolutely fantastic for sill protection. The amount of rocks and stones and sticks that you actually pick up from the front wheels and actually collect underneath your sill. These can be worth their weight in gold. The Ironman design also includes this tread plate, which is a textured tread plate. It's got a dimple finish. It's got these recesses in here so the water can go down. Of course, these also give you great leverage onto the roof of your vehicle and just a sturdy step in and out of the car. So what we'll do now is I think we flip this car around and we're going to show you the back of the car, storage, canopies, slideaways, and of course our rear bar. So we've got our Pinnacle 2 canopy here. These are a great option. Canopies, of course, just increase the amount of storage capacity you've got. Great access all sides around. We've got pop-up windows on both sides. There are sliding window options, but pop-ups come as standard. We've got centrally locked rear door here, slam shut operation, just lift her up and shut her down, centrally locked off your key fob, and your standard twist locks on here on the side. The canopies come with a 90 kilo load rating. That's without needing any additional support, which has allowed us to put on top of here our platform Atlas rack, which is great for us to be able to put on our rooftop tents if we wanted to, tracks and awnings. Of course, if you're not in the market for a canopy, or a canopy is not really the style you're looking for, we've also got our retractable slide away options. So we have an electronic and a manual for both the sail track and non-sail track versions. Electronic option is just a quick, simple key fob remote, open and shut, fully water sealed with internal drain pipes and secure with an interlocking top mechanism. So check out the slide away, a fantastic option for those that still want some security on the back of their ute, but don't necessarily need the additional loading capacity of a canopy. After we look at storage, we jump straight in here to our rear bar solution. Consider one of these full rear protection tow bars. Not only are they a 3.5 ton towing capacity, but they also provide you 180 degrees of protection across the rear of your vehicle, as well as all the steps to get you to the top of your car. Good tread plates there for a bit of grip. Now the Ironman rear protection tow bar also incorporates recovery points. So when you're doing some snatch strap work, maybe pulling a mate out of a bog hole or whatever it might be, you don't have to worry about getting engaged in the rear tow bar at all. You can use these recovery points, a nice safe way of doing recoveries. Of course, we've made sure that we've also integrated all the safety features with your cross-traffic radars and your rear parking sensors. So just an absolutely great kit, whether you be towing or just doing some off-roading and want some rear end protection. Of course, we've also got your under-vehicle protection, which gives you your plates as well as easy access to all the serviceable parts, so you don't need to be pulling it off when you're doing your oil changes and the likes. Well, that wraps up the build on our MV Triton and all the accessories that are available from Ironman 4x4. If you've got any question, please hit us up in the comments or jump onto our website, ironman4x4.com.au, or visit any one of our Ironman 4x4 stores and have a chat to them about how you can set up your MV Triton.